I bet you thought I forgot about this game, but I'm not giving up until I get to the matchlock weapon, which is the strongest weapon in the game. And to get to the matchlock gun, I'll have to go through a lot of science. And I'll probably need a few more guards. And to get all the science, I'll definitely need a lot more space, because olive trees, along with other things, take up a lot of space. But thankfully, with the stupid amount of colonists we have, I got to expand my banner radius by a ton. And my tower of colonists will be much taller than it is right now. And I'm feeling really lazy today, so I'm going to research the science for a digger and a builder, which can dig and build for me, making me do less work. And after researching all of farming, the tailor, the technologist, and the science bag, I can finally unlock the digger, and I get to do much less work. But how the digger works is I get to select an area to build the digger in, and the jobs I place beside it will dig the area. And this is actually a really simple way because I can put all the construction workers in one area, and they'll dig from the entire dig space. And of course, the more jobs I have, the faster they'll dig it. Yeah, I think I have enough diggers. This should go by real quickly once the colonists get to the area. And here's our first digger. So the diggers are cherry colored, and they'll just sit here and mine the stone. And I'll actually get the resources as well when they dig the stone. So that's a win-win on my book. And look at that. Yeah, they're digging stone much faster than I could ever dig at all. So this is definitely a big improvement where I barely have to lift a finger. And when they're finished digging, they actually leave the area by themselves, and I don't have to remove their job. So these guys are my favorite type of colonist now. And I can do the same thing with builders to expand my colony out so I don't have to do a thing and we can get a bunch more land. Yeah, 60 workers will get this done real quick. And the cavalry has arrived. Oh no, the zombies are getting in. That's stupid on my half. The workers actually built a land bridge for the zombies, and the crisis has been averted. And guess what the solution was? I built a wall. And it's just a simple wall that zombies cannot pass, and actually the colonists can still work from here, because of physics. And the funny thing is that there are actually colonists still outside of the wall, and they had to run from the zombies and hope to not die. Yeah, when all the colonists got to their job site, they built this area real quick. And I didn't have to do a thing. So, this is going to be a much easier project. And because I'm lazy, I'm actually going to make my colonists dig the wall I made. And yeah, I'm going to be able to get away with a lot by doing this. And now we have a lot more land to play around with. But after learning ironsmithing, the forge, and a few other things, I finally got all the science to unlock the matchlock gun. And this matchlock gun shoots just like a gun. And it does a bunch more damage, so I'm gonna like this a lot. And it also has 10 more range than the bow, so I'm gonna have to mess with my maze and upgrade all of my guards. And now the maze is done. So, the thing about this maze that is different from my last is, first of all, it is much longer, because I extended it 10 blocks out. But also, once the zombies make it through the maze, they will not be able to go directly to my base. See, as you can see here, it's actually missing the block that connects it right there, because the zombies had to go back down and through the trenches, which basically makes them have to walk double the distance and walk in the same exact area. And this is completely foolproof, and I've tested it a lot, and this should keep me from getting invaded for a very long time. And I just realized how long it would take to replace all of these guards, because I had to click and delete every single one of these jobs. And I finally replaced all of my guards with matchlock guns, and the zombies are barely even making it to the maze. And I also added a few more guards because I thought we might need them. So I think it's time to finally go into very hard difficulty. And the range to these towers are actually extremely good. They're able to shoot much further than my maze. And so far we're actually able to keep the zombies at bay, which is really surprising. These mass shotguns are better than I thought. But the amount of zombies is starting to go up quickly, so it might change. But for now, I'm just going to set it as a goal to get through the nighttime on very hard difficulty. And if we can do that, I'm going to call this a win. And if I sit right in front of my guard towers and listen to all the shots firing at the same time, it's actually really deafening, so I'm going to stay away from there as long as I can. And we actually got through the nighttime with ease, and they barely made it through the maze. So I think we can handle very hard difficulty all the time. I find it really satisfying when all the zombies die in the same exact place and their ragdolls just pile up. The zombies are getting further than they ever had before, and there's only more zombies coming. I kind of think that daytime is harder than nighttime because there's a lot more zombies than there were before. Yeah, the zombies are definitely adding up like usual, but we're able to handle much more than we normally could. Every once in a while, these zombies will just stop and stand there. I think it's because they know how much distance they have to walk and they're just giving up. Our first zombie made it into the ditch, but they died right away because I have a ton of guards. Hey, one actually made it in. So I don't think the zombies would die inside the ditch because the guards don't target the ones that are inside of it, but the amount of zombies that make it through are really small. But if a zombie does make it into the bottom of the maze, I can either just finish them off or wait because they have a long way to go. And surprisingly, the zombies are actually being pushed back. But then again, it's not really that much of a surprise because I added 200 more guards to the mix. Look at how many zombies are coming out of our base at the same time and they still cannot get through. Who knew that 500 guards could stop a horde of zombies? But as a test, I sat here for 30 minutes and the zombies did not get through. In fact, they did not even pass that place where they are right now. So this is definitely a success. I wonder how tall my tower colonists will be next time.